live stream from the office, but you guys usually take a few minutes to come on into the chat, so we'll give it a few minutes. We will give it a few minutes. We'll have a look around the market while we're waiting. Jasmine, 1 cent 871. Market's having a little bit of a bounce right now, a little bit of a recovery this evening. $924 million market cap, up 0.25%. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. 507% on the year. You know, here's the thing, guys. I get the odd person I see complaining, either it's on X or in the comment section here, and, you know, literally they're like, Jasmine hasn't done anything. They're not doing anything, man. Just today, I broke down a complaint over on X that somebody had made about Jasmine not coming through on anything, and you know, when are we gonna see some action, kind of thing. And so I zoomed out in a video and I talked about it, and Jasmine's actually up 507% just this year. Now, I find it hard to believe that anybody who was holding it before February could possibly be up 507% and still be complaining that it's not doing anything, right? So either you're delusional because you've been holding it for that long and 507% return isn't good enough for you, or you purchased it after the 507% increase in price, and that would just make you impatient, right? Because you bought something and it hasn't immediately gone up in value. And here's the thing about investing, guys. Too many crypto has started to get a bit of a reputation which is unfounded, and that is that it's some sort of get rich quick, you know, I don't want to call it a scheme, but get rich quick plan or something, right? Like, I'll just get into crypto and buy a couple of coins, and you know, I'll buy Jasmine and then I'll be rich in a couple of months. That seems to be the stigma that crypto gets, and I'm here to tell you guys, it doesn't work that way. It's not what crypto is, right? Um, just like any sort of an investment, I mean, it's a 4-year cycle. So depending on when you enter into the market, and when you buy into a project, if you're buying into a project at the top, which a lot of people do because they're just getting into crypto and they don't understand and they buy at the top and think it's a scam, you gotta allow your investments, regardless of whether it's crypto or stocks, you know, real estate, precious metals, whatever your investment vehicle is, you have to be able to understand that your investments need time to mature. Even crypto, despite the reputation that it has for being some sort of get rich quick remedy to your life, right? You invest in these guys, you have to treat your investments professionally, right? You have to do research into the companies that you're investing in, that you're buying cryptos from, right? No different than you would in the stock market, right? If you buy stocks, do you look into the companies that you're buying the stock of, or do you just blindly buy stocks? Right? Of course you look into them. So why wouldn't you assume that you need to do the same when it comes to crypto, right? So you have to do the same process. You have to follow through. You have to look into a company like that's why a lot of people who talk bad about Jasmine look, for lack of a better word, they look stupid, because you can tell immediately that they didn't do any research at all. None at all, right? Most people who bash Jasmine actually think that all they do is monetize your data for retail investors. They actually think that's all that they do, right? They have no idea about the Jasmine secure PC technology that's going to be the standard for probably most companies and governments when it comes to PCs, right? They have no idea about the world's largest GPU cloud cluster that they're building right now, right? They have no idea about the other functions of the PDL system, right? How it's going to be, how it already is integrated into the My Number card, and how that technology is going to be integrated into the Apple iPhones. And that's just a stepping stone, right? That's just going to lead to, if the technology in the My Number card integrated with Jasmy's technology into the iPhone, if that's a success, do you not think that that's going to be a roaring step forward for more adoption and more utility into the PDL and that technology moving forward, not only for Apple, but for other companies as well? Of course, right? So that's what I mean. You have to be able to do your research into these companies to understand what it is you're buying into exactly, right? Um, that's important. It's important. And the problem is most people don't nowadays. And then they don't give, at the same time, they don't give their investment time to mature because of the stigma that it's supposed to be a get rich quick scheme. So when they don't immediately get rich, then it's FUD. It's FUD, FUD, FUD. I'm going to FUD this project because I didn't get rich right away, right? People will literally go over on X. So they'll buy into, let's say, we're using Jasmy as an example. They'll buy into a project such as Jasmy. And then when they don't get what they want out of it immediately, they'll literally go online onto X or something, and they'll start fudding the very project that they're currently invested in, and then tagging the project. Right? So they're actually acting in a detrimental way to their own investment. They're bashing the company they're invested in publicly, and then tagging the company so that new people and everyone else who's looking it up over on X, or it pops up in their newsfeed, sees the negativity towards the company. So they're actually hurting their own investment. The mind truly boggles at the thought process of some people that do this kind of thing, right? I mean, is that not like the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? Yeah, sorry guys. Danny, what's up, buddy? Bruno, hey Rob. What's today the drop you were talking about? Bitcoin at 58 didn't last very long. What's up, liquidity? What's up, man? Bruno, what I would say is that yes, we did have a pull down. I'm seeing that Bitcoin dropped down to 59,000. It might have been a little bit lower than that, $59,008. Maybe it hit 58. So yes, that is kind of what I was talking about, but we still have the potential to pull down to touch that 57K level. So keep an eye out for that. And we still have to be on high alert for the $69,000 Bitcoin that the US government can now legally sell. We have to find out, what are they doing? We need confirmation on, are they just going to move it over with the rest of the 141,000 Bitcoin that the government already holds? Because you have to understand, the US government actually holds like 209,000 Bitcoin, right? Not just the 69 that they just got legal clarity on, right? So if they it's a 50-50 chance they might not sell it. They might just put it with the rest of their Bitcoin and keep it in reserve or something for now until they can figure it out. But we need some sort of confirmation to see where they're moving that Bitcoin first, right? Which is what's beautiful about the blockchain. You can see where they're moving it, and where they're moving it will tell us clearly what they're going to do, right? If they start moving it over to Coinbase, well, guess what? That's a pretty clear sign that kapoots, right? It's going to be a little bit of a drop. Now, if they dump that 69,000 Bitcoin, we're probably going to see a pullback down to, I could see us going down as far as 52K, maybe touching down to 50, if they dump that 69,000 Bitcoin on the market. Liquidity, have no idea what to think anymore, to be honest. I'm going to DCA and HODL regardless. Q4 has always been positive. However, too many bearish signs right now, I feel like. And you know what, liquidity, I agree with you, but the market's designed to make you feel that way, right? Like, it's the same thing every cycle. People get discouraged. They see all the negativity that's going around right now. And all I can really say to that is that this too shall pass, right? This too shall pass. And in the meantime, I'm going to accumulate. I'm going to continue to accumulate, stuff my bags, because listen, if you're over on the Patreon, you know there's three projects that I really, really would love to fill my bags on before we take off. Three more projects. Just give me that. Just give me three more projects, right? Again, if you want to know what they are, get over to the Patreon. Link will be in the description, or on any of my other videos. But anyway, I want that time. So in the meantime, I'm going to take advantage of the situation, and I'm going to accumulate as much as humanly possible. You know, I am grinding. I'm grinding as as hard as I can. That's what she said. To get as much dry powder as I can, and I'm dumping into the market right now, like you guys wouldn't believe. I'm dumping into these altcoins that I'm wanting to pick up, and that's just my choice. That's what because I have faith in my investments, right? So I'm scooping up as much as I can right now, and I hope, I can't tell you what to do, right, with your money, because I'm not a financial advisor, but I hope you guys are taking advantage of it as well, and I hope you guys are stuffing those bags, because the way I see things, the more I put in right now, the more I'm going to be able to pull out, right? I'm looking at it like this. If you look at it very conservatively, every thousand I put in, I plan on 10xing minimum for every $1,000 I manage to throw in, right? And it's conservative, but if I can turn every thousand I put in into $10,000, right? Let's go, baby. So that's why I continue, and I continue. And as long as this lasts, as long as this sideways boring action lasts, you will never hear a complaint out of me. I will just continue to buy nonstop. We're gonna ride it till the wheels fall right off this mofo, right? One way or another. Multi-millionaire status or broke as a joke. There is no in between, baby, right? Bruno, I remember last year, the last week of October, pumped like crazy. We appreciate the message you put out there, Rob. Thank you. Hey, no problem, brother. I try to help keep everybody on the straight and narrow, you know? Do you think Crow will lag this bull run because the SEC? No. No, I don't. Listen, if you had asked me that 3 years ago, I would have said yes. But now, did Crow even dump because of that announcement? Where's Crow? I'm gonna look up Crow right now. Crow didn't even take a hit because of that. Didn't even take a hit because of that. It literally did not affect the price of Crow at all, right? People are numb to the SEC's impact on the market, right? Nobody cares anymore. And we're seeing that in the charts. We're seeing that in the price action and in the market. Because the SEC has lost almost every case they've brought against crypto to the point where it's laughable. We went from extremely fearful like 3 or 4 years ago. Everyone was terrified whenever the SEC even whispered a crypto project's name. Everyone was like, "Get out of it! Get out of it! We're terrified." Now, they've been laughed out of court by almost every judge that they've been in front of, to the point where no one cares anymore. It doesn't even crash the price anymore when they sue a company. Nobody cares because we know that they're just going to lose the case, right? Liquidity, yeah, definitely not letting the FUD get to me. That's pretty much how you get wrecked. Yeah. And you know what? Some people, and you know what? It's not a knock on them, right? It's not. But some people just can't take it, right? Because we're all human. We're all different. We're all emotional. We all have different tolerance levels to pressure and stress and a lack of patience, right? So there's nothing fundamentally wrong with people like that, right? And I want to make that clear that in no way do I want to, have a negative connotation when it comes to talking about people who don't have patience. I find it, I feel bad for them, right? I pity being that person that gets frustrated and emotional and gives up on the market because the market's not doing what they want it to do, right? I pity those people. I don't think they're bad people. I don't make fun of them. And at the end of the day, to be brutally honest with you guys, we need those people, right? As much as irritating as it can be watching them talk negatively online and stuff like that and running out of patience and yada yada yada, we need them. They're exit liquidity. And it sounds savage, it sounds mean, but that's how this market works. For every person who makes life-changing wealth in crypto is someone on the other side of it that got wrecked, right? And as unfortunate as that is, if I could have it my way, I would change it so that that wouldn't be the case. But I can't have it my way, right? This ain't Burger King, okay? Can't have it your way. We need them. That's it. We need them as exit liquidity. So what you have to ask yourself is, are you okay with it? You have to be if you want to make life-changing wealth, because that life-changing wealth is coming from people who are buying the tops, who are coming from people who sold in the red and said crypto's a scam, and then saw that the market started going parabolic and started buying back in at the top. That's what happens to them. And at the end of the day, believe me, for 2.5 years, I have tried, you guys, to talk sense into people like that, right? There's no talking sense into those people. There's not. They think that everything's just a slogan or a catchphrase. It's like, yeah, patience. That's what you always say. Yeah, that's the name of the game. It's unfortunate. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. If making life-changing wealth was easy, everyone would be rich. And if everyone's rich, nobody is. Right? Right? You know what I'm saying? So that's the message I guess I would like to get out, is that, guys, anything easy is probably not worth doing. And anything that of quality and substance takes time, patience, and effort, right? There is no easy way out, to quote a Rocky song, apparently. Liquidity, ready for AWT to go crazy? Yes, that's going to be a sleeper. You watch, man. Nick, what's up, big dog? The sad reality is a lot will sell out of frustration, and hey, it's what we need to get the bull cycle started. Don't trade a buffet. Yeah, exactly. Bruno, I'm trying to accumulate more crow. I believe it's a solid project. Yeah, listen, I've been wanting to scoop up some crow. And if you've been here for a while, guys, it's funny because you would know that last year, when people were near the end of last year, when people were asking me about crow all the time, my answer was always, you know what? I want to get into crow. I really do. I believe in the community behind the project. It's a massive community and it's a good exchange. And what did I say? Do you remember what I said? I said, I will wait until after the SEC goes after them, because I thought it was weird that crypto.com was the only exchange in the United States that the SEC had not gone after. And I said, I will wait. I said, I'm not going to buy crow until after the SEC goes after them, because that's when the dip will be at its lowest, right? Turns out it didn't affect the price of crow at all. But did I not call this? Did I not call this last year? I said that this was going to happen. And I said after the SEC went after him, then I would start scooping up some crow. So now that the SEC is going after them, now I will likely start to accumulate some crow, right? Because I saw it coming. I saw it coming a mile away. And I know you guys probably did too. I mean, was it not blatantly obvious, right? So yeah, I mean, that's I guess that's the message I kind of wanted to get across to y'all. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go put in a little bit more work. What do we got? Chris, I got 2 million Jasmy and want to trade 500,000 to get some Sui, but not sure if that's a fair swap. Thoughts? Chris, if it was me, what I would say to you, man, if it was my portfolio, I wouldn't I never rob Peter to pay Paul, right? I never take I never sell long-term holds for other long-term holds, if that makes sense. What I would say is I would work hard to get some extra dry powder and just start accumulating a fresh bag of SUI without having to dip into one of your other bags, because you're just moving money around then, right? You're robbing Peter to pay Paul, right? Me personally, like I said, I work 3 jobs now, guys, 3 jobs, right? To make sure that I can put in as much dry powder as I possibly can. Guys, I don't have time for stuff like Netflix and stuff like that. Literally zero. And you guys see how much work I put into this channel, right? So it takes a lot of my time, right? But I do it because I love doing it. I love you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. And so I will never sell one of my long-term holds to move into something else. I will always, 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 if I want a bag of SUI, I'm going after dry powder and I'm dumping it all into SUI. I'm not touching my Jasmine, my XCN, my Swift, my XRP, whatever, right? I'm not touching any of those. My Algorand, you know, none of that stuff. So, Chris, it does. Thanks. Hey, I got you back, brother. I got you back always. I got the fries that'll cross your eyes, man. All right, guys, I'm going to go back to work. So I want to pop on and talk to y'all. Make sure you guys get over to the Patreon to book your one-on-one coaching calls. We also do the group coaching calls as well. So get over there. I'd love to see you guys over there. We have a big community now. The live chat's always going. We're supportive. We help you with everything you need. DEXs, centralized exchanges, hot wallets, cold wallets, onboarding, offboarding, all kinds of stuff. Everything you need, all the help you need in crypto is over there, guys. So check it out. I'm going to put the link in the description after the feed is done. So yeah, check it out. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning for the morning live stream. Take care, guys.